Next we are moving for part B questions. So and 13 question is write a note on paces of compiler. So compiler operates in various paces. Each pace transforms the source program from one representation to another. Every pace takes inputs from its previous stage and feeds its output to the next pace of the compiler. There are 6 paces in a compiler. Number 1 lexical analysis, number 2 syntax analysis, third one semantic analysis, fourth one intermediate code generator, fifth one code optimizer, and the last one is code generator. All these spaces convert the source code by dividing into tokens, creating path trees, and optimizing the source code by different paths. And 14th question, discuss the regular expression with examples. A sequence of symbols and characters expressing a string or pattern to be searched for within a longer piece of text is known as regular expression. The regular expressions are built recursively out of smaller regular expressions using the rules described below. Each regular expression R denotes a language capital L of R, which is also defined recursively from the languages denoted by R sub-expression. R is a regular expression denoting L of R. This last rule says that we can add additional pairs of parentheses around expressions without changing the language they denote. R star is a regular expression denoting L of R star, L of R of star. R of S is a regular expression denoting the language L of R, and L of S. Under the conventions, for example, we may replace the regular expression A, I of B star C by A by B star C. Both expressions denote the set of strings that are either a single A or 0 or more B's followed by one C. Next we are going for 15th question. Explain the functions using the shift-reduce parsing. Shift-reduce parsing is a process of reducing a string to the start symbol of a grammar. Shift-reduce parsing uses the stack to hold the grammar and an input tape to hold the string. It performs two actions. One is shift and second one is reduce. That's why it is known as shift-reduce parsing. At the shift action, the current symbol in the input string is pushed to a stack. At each reduction, the symbols which replaced by the non-terminal, the symbol is the right side of the production and non-terminal is the left side of the production. We are going to the next question. Write the procedure for finding first of a non-terminal with example. So first of x for all grammar symbols capital X, apply following rules. Number 1, if x is terminal, first of x equal to capital X. And number 2, if x belongs to epsilon is a production, then add epsilon to first of x. And number 3, if x is a non-terminal and x belongs to y1, y2, etc. yk is a production, and sigma is in all of first of y of 1, first of y of k, then add sigma to first of x. And number 4, if x is a non-terminal and x belongs to y1, y2, etc. yk is a production, then add a first of x if for some I, a is in first of y. Example, consider the following grammar. E belongs to E plus T bar T, T belongs to T star F by F, F belongs to E by ID. So we are going to next question. Explain the various 3 address codes. There are 3 representations of 3 address codes, namely number 1 quadruples, number 2 triples, and third one is indirect triples. Quadruple, it is a structure which consists of 4 fields, namely OP, ARG1, ARG2 and result. OP denotes the operator and ARG1 and ARG2 denotes the 2 operands, and result is used to store the result of the expression. Next we are moving for the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: easy to rearrange code for global optimization. One can quickly access value of temporary variables using symbol table. And the disadvantages contain lot of temporaries Temporary variables creation increases time and space complexities. Next we are moving for 18th question. Discuss the people optimization. People optimization is a type of code optimization performed on a small part of the code. It is performed on the very small set of instructions in a segment of code. The small set of instructions or small part of code on which people optimization is performed is known as peephole or window. It basically works on the theory of replacement, in which a part of code is replaced by shorter and faster code without changing in output. Peephole is the machine dependent optimization. So the objective of people optimizations are: number 1, to improve performance; number 2, to reduce memory footprint; and number 3, to reduce code size. Peephole optimization technique consists of redundant load and store elimination, and number 2, constant folding, and optimized code, strength reduction, initial code, optimized code, initial code, optimized code, null sequences, combine operations. In null sequences, unless operations are deleted. In combine operations, several operations are replaced by a single equivalent operation. And we are going to the next question, 19th one. Explain the sources of errors. A parser should be able to detect and report any error in the program. It is expected that when an error is encountered, the parser should be able to handle it and carry on passing the rest of the input. Mostly it is expected from the parser to check for errors, but errors may be encountered at various stages of the compilation process. A program may have the following kinds of errors at various stages. The first one is lexical, name of some identifiers typed incorrectly, and the second one is syntactical, which means missing semicolon or unbalanced parenthesis, and the next one is semantical, incompatible value assignment, and the last one is logical, code not reachable, infinite loop, etc. There are 4 common error recovery strategies that can be implemented in the parser to deal with errors in the code. And in that, first one is panic mode, and then second one is statement mode, third one is error productions, and last one is global corrections. So in panic mode, when a parser encounters an error anywhere in the statement, it ignores the rest of the statement by not processing input for erroneous input to delimiter, such as semicolon. Next, in statement mode, when a parser encounters an error, it tries to take corrective measures so that the rest of inputs of statements allows the parser to parse ahead. So in error production, some common errors are known to the compiler designer that may occur in the code. In addition, the designer can create augmented grammar to be used as productions that generate erroneous constructs. And in the global correction, the parser considers the program in hand as a whole and tries to figure out what the program is intended to do, and tries to find out a close match for it, which is error free. When an erroneous input statement X is fed, it creates a parse tree for some closest error free statement Y. This may allow the parser to make minimal changes in the source code, but due to the complexity, time and space of this strategy, it has not been implemented in practice yet.